You got to keep faith. They will not crush us.
Best friend. You know how we met? Perhaps he was trying to rob it. Back in 78.
Yeah, love yourself a fire. With the blessings. Sure, we can have fire. And we can have the knowledge of fire. But with that comes the knowledge of everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery.
None but done. Makes us brothers. Sometimes brothers make mistakes.
You will never change. I know that.
All of you venerate savagery. And you will die savagely.
Stay strong. Stay with me.
What remains of you?
Yeah, love yourself.
Slow down, boy.
Thank you. Or we never would have been able to do it. Where'd you go?
We about to talk that talk.
Best action game.
Can't hear me? Alright, hold up a second.
Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of them.
That's why I
But
forgot
trust
about that, y'all.
me, we will.
My bad. I forgot about that. I forgot. Hold up. I got
What
you.
are you?
I got you. Okay, what about now? We good now, right? Let me know if we good. Yo, Chariot, what up, Chariot? What's poppin'? Yellow, we good now? Daniel, we good? Nick Tunes, what up? Are we good now? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we gonna do that intro all over again, all right? So, once again, it's the one and only HipHopGamer, Hot 97, Logitech G is going down, man. The team is here. Now, look, we're broadcasting the Mixer, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Everything is HipHopGamer. Let's go. Let's get it popping. I can't wait. It's going to be very, very exciting. You see the title, Red Dead 2 and Spider-Man aims at God of War for the Game of the Year award, son. Game Talk Q&A Episode 2. I'm hyped. Let's get it out. Let's get it on. I'm hyped, yo. We got the 5 questions, all of that. We're going to go through it. Now, before we start, I want to give a big shout out to VaynerMedia. You know, I got a chance to finally meet Gary V. If y'all don't know who Gary V is, y'all need to know Gary V. So shout out to Gary V, Tyler Schmidt, D-Rock, Ryan, Mary Kate, Andrea, just everybody, that whole team, man. Much love to them. 1:37 p.m., Pure Wow, all of that. The whole team over there with Gary V. So shout out to them. Congratulations to the launch of the sneaker, Clouds and Dirt, all of that, man. I'm with it. Mard Gamer, what up? Daniel, what up? Chariot, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So please share, subscribe, all of that stuff. And anybody that's on Twitch, if you're interested in hosting me and my content, please do. I've been hosting other people. I just think it's a great way to grow, for everybody to grow together. And that's what this is about. Growing together, having fun, talking that talk. You know how it goes down. So let's get right into it, all right? So, I mean, this is going to be serious. Because in my mind, right off the bat, just so y'all can know where I'm at, I don't think anything is going to top God of War this year. Like, God of War should be Game of the Year. At the same time, I do think it's something interesting to talk about. So let's break it down. The first thing I want to, throw out there is, who's the better developer overall? Like, think about this. You got Rockstar Games, you got Insomniac Games, and you got Sony Santa Monica. Who's the better developer, like, overall? So I think this is a dope question, and I want to get y'all thoughts on it. But first, my thought, and I've been thinking through this very strongly, and I think overall, in terms of just development, I may have to give the nod to Insomniac Games. I may have to give a little nod to Insomniac Games. And when I'm saying that, I'm talking about just overall, you know, as a developer. Now, the only reason why I say that is because of this. I love Rockstar Games, Bully, what's the name, Manhunt, Grand Theft Auto, obviously, Red Dead. Their catalog is crazy. Their catalog is crazy. When you look at Insomniac, you know what I'm saying? I love Resistance, you know. I love Ratchet and Clank, and I love this new Spider-Man. I played it already. That looks incredible and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Fuse wasn't that good from Insomniac. I love Sunset Overdrive though. That game was slept on, but it was dope. Then you go to Sony Santa Monica, and you know, like God of War, like, you know what I'm saying, God of War. Enough said. If I'm not mistaken, I think Sony Santa Monica also did damn, what was the other game that Sony Santa Monica did? I can't think of it off the top of my head. I was about to say Ready at Dawn, but I know they did you know, The Order and stuff like that. But when it comes to Sony Santa Monica and God of War, you already know God of War is my favorite franchise in the world. But the reason why I went with Insomniac is because they go from like Spider-Man, Sunset Overdrive, Resistance, Ratchet and Clank. To me, I'm just from an action adventure game like Spider-Man, then a first-person shooter like a Resistance. And when that came out, it had 40-player online out the gate. Then you got Ratchet and Clank, you know, which is like a CG animated movie, but a real game. Like, you play it like that. That's how good it looks. So to me, just the variety at such a high level, I think is the difference maker in the reason why I said overall better developer. Now, even though with Rockstar Games, even they did the Warriors, they did a lot of these things. You know, a lot of these games, like if you look at Grand Theft Auto and you look at Red Dead, to me, you know, they're both open world games. They're very similar, but the difference is the setting that they're in. But in terms of the game and the play and the way you play and everything, there has a lot of similarities. So you could tell where their niche is at, where their skill set is at. If you look at a game like Manhunt, I love Manhunt. I felt like they should do a lot of things, but Manhunt and the Warriors, to me, is very similar, you know, as well. Midnight Club, that's Dope Racer. That's a variety too. But I feel Insomniac showed a bigger difference in variety while maintaining the same high level of game development, regardless of the difference in game they was making. And that's the reason why I gave the nod, small nod, to Insomniac, because all the companies is great. So I would love to know what y'all think. Who do y'all feel is the better developer overall when it comes to Rockstar Games, Insomniac, and Sony Santa Monica? Mega, what's up, Mega? Red Dead will be fire. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Did you see the new trailer? Yeah, I saw the new trailer from Rockstar. I got it playing. I think, yeah, I believe that's the latest trailer. If not, I should have got it, but I thought that was the latest trailer. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, I feel it's gonna be legendary. After that new trailer, Spider-Man gonna be yo, yeah, that story trailer, ooh, that was crazy. You never played Manhunt before, Sean? Yo, that Manhunt, that joint was brutal, son. That joint was crazy. Real talk. You feel like Red Dead Redemption was their greatest? Oh, so you feel like Red Dead Redemption is better than Grand Theft Auto? Red Dead for me? That's, wow. That's amazing. I like Grand Theft Auto better than Red Dead Redemption, but I love Red Dead Redemption too. Like, I love Red Dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Besides GTA San Andreas, got you. Okay. Dion, God of War Game of the Year, no doubt. Got you. So, Santa Monica definitely are powerful developers, but Insomniac came with it on the fluid movement of Spider-Man. Got you.
I just feel like, well, Red Dead Redemption,
Oh, because of Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, like a lot of things that was done in Red Dead Redemption was brought over to Grand Theft Auto 5 to make it more in depth. Like that's why I say like they really had raised the bar with Red Dead Redemption development wise, to create even Grand Theft Auto 5. Like to me, that's their greatest accomplishment was Red Dead Redemption.
Got you. Yo, oh yeah, what's up, oh yeah? I don't know if it's about who's the better developer, more so than people's preference. Both studios are A+, maybe Rockstar has a slight edge. Got you. I miss Vice City too. Vice City was so dope. Spider-Man combat looks insane. Yo, I feel you on that, Dion. So yeah, that's why I gave a small nod to Insomniac, but all the studios is great. Like all those studios is amazing in my opinion.
Santa Monica Studios don't really have that many heavyweight
games
underneath their belt.
Right, that's why I couldn't give them that.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't give them that. And between Rockstar and Insomniac, I feel like I think that's what it comes down to. And the only reason why I gave the edge to Insomniac is because I felt like their development quality maintains such a high level across diverse products that they created, and I think that right there is worth noting. And
they develop all kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I feel like their range of development, they have a higher level of range, still maintaining a high level of development, even within the range. And that's why I gave the nod to Insomniac. Spyro, that's another one. Like it's just so much stuff. So I think that's why I gave it to Insomniac. So how come I don't have a podcast? I don't know, man. I was thinking about doing a podcast where it's like audio only, but I think my strengths is in people seeing me and my energy, and because I'm very animated, so it's like I think that's what my strength is. But let me ask you this, Oye, do you think I should have a podcast? Like everybody that's in the chat right now, do y'all think I should get a podcast? Do you think I can also provide y'all value audio only that way? You know, so let me know what y'all think. Yo, man, what up, man? Yo, Trey, my dude Trey, what's going on, son? What's popping, man? How you feeling, man? Love you, bro. You pre-ordered the Spider-Man PS4 bundle? You getting the system, man? That's what I'm talking about, son. So let's move on to the second question. So the second question is this: should cultural impact play a role in who should win the award? Now, this right here is very interesting to me, and I agree with it, actually. I think that, like, for example, if you look at the games that I mentioned, Red Dead 2, Spider-Man, God of War, and also, to be fair, Spider-Man and Red Dead 2 ain't come out yet, but I played Spider-Man, and just the hype around Red Dead 2, and based off what Red Dead Redemption 1, was, and what we are anticipating for Red Dead 2, those seem to be the true two type of titles that can be a true formidable opponent for God of War. But from a cultural standpoint, all I gotta say is, boy. And you already know what it is. Boy. Like, I could say that all day. Like, people been buying shirts that just say boy on it. Like, people want to be called boy just because of the game. Like, it's crazy. Except black people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Except us. We don't want to be called boy. There's a different history with that. But I'm just saying. But you know what I mean? Like, boy. Like, it's a cultural impact just with the word boy because of that game. That's one. But also the effect of the relationship with father and son, how deep and how real it got in the game, to the point where fathers that actually played the game felt away. Like, it's more than just a game when you play God of War. So to me, I truly feel cultural impact should play a role in who should win the award as well. Cause I'll give you an example. And even though I don't like Bloodborne and I don't like those types of games, it has such a cultural impact in terms of the way people responded to just challenges, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, playing Bloodborne make you want to go back and play old games that you couldn't beat because they were so difficult, but because you appreciate the challenge, like, you got a new love for it. Like, it's just, when you can't deny culture. You know what I mean? When the culture speaks, no matter what you do or what you say, you can't escape it. So I think that is something that you have to pay attention to. So what are your thoughts on that in terms of just how games impact culture and how that should play a role, or how you feel it should play a role in winning an award? Or do you feel it doesn't matter? Oh yeah. Yes, I should have a podcast. Maybe collaborate with other podcasters. Really? Thank you. Trade. Same old. Okay. You going to that meetup? This was a meetup today, right? I think yo, Trey, the meetup, I think that's Game Attack Radio, right? Red Dead Redemption 2 will show a part of John Marston's life in the Vandalin game, thus the fall and betray of it. One event will determine how the events RDR will follow. Got you. Elm City in the building. Shout out to Elm City. What up? What up? What's going on, yo? Elm City. What are your thoughts on the question? Red Dead 2 and Spider-Man aims at God of War for Game of the Year award. What are your thoughts on that? Talk to me. I still feel God of War should get it easily. Been watching you on and off for years, HipHopGamer. I keep coming back because you're so sincere and got a good heart. Love you, bro. Love you back, Damon. Love you more. I appreciate that, man. God bless, man. That means so much to me, man. Thank you, man. Real talk is crazy. So, but yeah, I truly feel that if a game becomes a cultural phenomenon, I think that should also play a part in the fact of winning an award, you know, for Game of the Year too. Because you got certain games that can have such a cultural impact that it changes everything. For example, if you look at PT from Hideo Kojima, that one demo had an impact on the entire survival horror genre. Real talk. And then when Resident Evil 7 came out, that just shut everything down. So when you got games that come out that do things like that, that literally shift an entire industry and impact it, I mean, that goes beyond just an award that you receive in terms of, you know, a trophy. That's an award, you know, for the culture and for... Huh?
That's how Overwatch had won Game of the Year.
Yeah, because of the way it shifted culture. I think, yeah, Overwatch is crazy because everybody was cosplaying Overwatch. Oh yeah, the Game Awards are good in regards to providing large-scale notoriety for games and development. I think that there needs to be a different host and maybe have a portion of the show that's dedicated... Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see the rest of the comment. My bad, oh yeah. I no doubt, Trey, I'll holler at you. Love you, dog. To up-and-coming content creators. Got you, oh yeah, I'm feeling that. Yo, main, yeah, they definitely aiming at it. Spider-Man gonna touch a lot of people, though. Marvel movies are a phenomenon right now. I feel that. That PS4 Spider-Man, yeah, yo, Dion, that PS4 Spider-Man is crazy. That joint is fire, man. I'm loving that. So, yeah, gotta get that, man. So, move on to number 3. Number 3 is this. Review scores matter to a point, or do they matter at all? When it comes to, obviously, getting an award. Now, I'm gonna be honest. From a political standpoint, I do believe review scores matter. From the political side of it all, I think people do look at the way the industry receives a game, and that puts them in a frame of mind to say, hey, a lot of people love this game. It's kind of hard to overlook it for Game of the Year. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I do think that has a major influence, you know, on it, especially when you got sites like Metacritic that's, you know, pushing the envelope in terms of influence on how people purchase games and how it matters in the culture. But what I would say is a lot of review scores are very biased, and a lot of review scores are very unethical. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. Some people shouldn't be reviewing certain games, and you see that all the time in the industry. You understand what I'm saying? Like the time when I had to get at that girl, Chloe Rad, for that 7 out of 10 with Resident Evil, and her reasoning for it didn't match up to the other things that she was saying. Like the way she was talking about the game, you would think it was a 9.5. And then when you get the 7, it's like a lot of it didn't add up, didn't make sense. you got to call people out. That's why the shots fired. You already know what it is. When it's time for the shots fired, when that come out, you already know what it is. Got to get you. But the thing is, I feel like from a review score standpoint, it matters to a point, but it's not the end all be all. And I could care less, when it comes to, a lot of the debates when it comes to review scores, because at the end of the day, there's games that I've seen, they got low scores, but the same people that would give that game a low score and had a complaint would completely overlook that same complaint that they complain about one game could exist in another game, and they will completely overlook it and don't complain about it, don't take off points or nothing. So review, especially in this day and age, is very suspect. So to a point, I get it, because it's a review and a lot of people's gonna pay attention to it from just being politically correct, the way they be trying to shape your viewpoint on something. But overall, I would rather reviews not have that much weight when it comes to Game of the Year, because there's been too many times where I see manipulation of the review scores. So man, you said review scores matter. So why do review scores matter to you, man? Talk to me. Why do review scores matter to you that much? Dion, Spider-Man gameplay is just fast. You just love Spider-Man. Oh, true, not to the end all be all for sure. Got you. Oh yeah, okay. Trey Facts, got you. Okay, man. As long as we have a good sample of review scores, like more than 50 from credible reviewers, is a great sample size. I feel you on that, man, with the sample size. But let me ask you. All right, let me ask you this, right? So God of War pretty much got 10s, 9.5s, and 10s across the board. So if Spider-Man get like 8.5 and 9s, and if Red Dead 2 get like 8.5s and 9s, does that automatically make them lose? Like, are they automatically out of the race because their review score as a collective doesn't match God of War's? Or vice versa. Let's say Red Dead 2 is getting 9.5s and 10s across the board, and so is Red Dead. Red Dead and Spider-Man, just like God of War. So now that cancels each other out. So how effective was it? Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird to me. Yo, Jump Man, what's going on? Rockstar, what up, Rockstar? Oh, you estimate RDR2 to be between 89 and 95? Nice, okay. Dion, you said you remember hip hop when you went in on the RE7 reviews. I'ma find you, son. Yeah, son. Yeah, man. You gotta find them on that. That's crazy. But how can games be reviewed if they aren't qualified or if they aren't quantified by a number? They still do number score reviews, or letter score. What is going on to precipitate the new paradigm shift? Will it only be a narrative review? No, it's got to be graphics, gameplay, fun factor, sound, creative, like what was creative and different. There's a lot of things. Yo, Chase is in the building. What up, Chase? What's poppin', son? Jay Anderson, what up? What matters to you is raw gameplay. Got you. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next question. So, is the Game Awards the standard for Game of the Year award credibility or not? I'm gonna repeat that. Is the Game Awards the standard for Game of the Year awards credibility or not? Let me know what y'all think, because like you said earlier, I forgot who said it. It is a big showcase. You get I think 12, 13 million people watching it. Hate it or love it, it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But do y'all feel that the Game of the Year award, that's the end all be all when it comes to the Game Awards? Is that the standard? Does it matter? Because you got other award shows that do Game of the Year awards as well. So which one you feel is more impactful, or which one y'all feel is the one that a lot of people used as, if you get Game of the Year here, that means your game is this. Because for me personally, like, I feel like I like the Game Awards as a show. It's cool. It's cool. It's decent. Sometimes it's eh. But last year, I thought they did a hell of a job, actually. I think they did a great job last year. But for the most part, the Game Awards sometimes is a toss-up. But right now, they're on the right track, I would say. But in terms of the awards, I feel like it's a mixed bag. The reason why I say that is because, not because of, like, I felt this award should have got this, but the way they judge it. So, for example, I don't think PUBG should be getting certain awards that they got, considering that the game is still a beta, it's not done, and there's still a lot of things missing from it. Like, it's buggy as hell. Like, how is it even in the running? But the reason why they had it there is because it's popular. So if this is a popularity contest, I might as well just spend money on a good marketing team and just have them market my game, and boom, I win. Like, that's not cool. There's a ton of games that was developed way better, that run way better, steady frame rate, look great, and groundbreaking than PUBG. But PUBG still got that award. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like it's very fabricated and very popularity driven, as opposed to being fully authentic across the board, especially when it comes to the Game of the Year award. There's no way Legend of Zelda should have won that joint over Horizon. To me, I feel like Legend of Zelda won that solely because of nostalgia. If Legend of Zelda never existed, and that joint just came out, just like how Horizon Zero Dawn just came out, Horizon Zero Dawn would have won that joint like no comparison. You understand what I'm saying? So, what are your thoughts on the Game Awards? No, the Game Awards is not the standard. Who decides who wins the Game Awards? To my knowledge, Game Awards, they do have like a voting system, but I do believe that there's 3 or 4 people behind the scenes that make the call. It's more than that? Oh, okay, but there is a committee, right? There is a committee, so maybe it's like 15 people that judge that.
So you have people from IGN, Kotaku, all these different big outlets.
Yeah.
That are on the committee.
Make up the committee.
Which are those same people who's dishing out those game reviews.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like suspect to me. The Game Awards is not transparent enough. I feel that. I mean, for me, I wish it was completely up to the
They should just make it a fan event.
yeah, I wish it was just strictly a fan event. Let the fans vote and let that be it. Like, don't even have the industry involved in the decision. Have it strictly with the
To me,
fans.
It's just the MTV Music Awards of gaming.
Yeah.
It's not the Grammys. Like,
Yeah.
it's for gaming.
Now, oh yeah, you said, how do we define Game of the Year? To be honest, when you look at the improvements to Warframe, why couldn't that be considered a Game of the Year contender? Is Game of the Year only for new IPs, iterations, or games?
PUBG is old as hell.
No, PUBG is old too. Nah, I think, me personally, I think the way Game of the Year, in my opinion, should be judged should be based on how are you taking the gaming industry to another level with your development talent. Like, for example, if you look at why I can't think of the game right now, Ninja Theory, Hellblade. If you look at Hellblade, what they had to do to get that game to where it was, the way that game is, that's incredible. Like, that's representation of, damn, like, look at what they accomplished with this game. Like, it's like they labeled it as a AAA independent title, and what they had to work with and what they got out of that game is ridiculous. It's like the Blair Witch Project. That joint cost $13,000 to make, and they made millions off of it. Like, simply because they was creative enough to do things outside of the box, even though they didn't have much to make a movie with. Like, not like that's groundbreaking to me. But and then you look at Horizon. Horizon is a brand new IP from a company that always did a shooter when it came to Killzone, and they knocked it out the park first try. And when I mean knocked it out the park, I'm talking about from graphics to narrative, gameplay. The story was great. they included a lot of different ethnicity in the game. I thought that was dope. I mean, it was an incredible game. The technology in it, you know, the creativeness by having these robotic animals, like, come on, B. You know what I'm saying? The lighting, like, nah, man, they did, yo, it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, if you're looking for like as far as this year, if you look at Spider-Man, like I said, I played Spider-Man. If you look at this game and play this game from a story standpoint, the graphics that they're achieving, the fluidity of the gameplay, what you can do in terms of the environment, the way you fly around the world, the way the world responds and reacts to you, the creative ways that they make you fight the enemies, and the limitless abilities. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. And then, like if you look at just, I know we ain't played Red Dead 2 yet, but just that trailer alone and how open it is and what they about to embark on, scary, man. Scary. So to me, I feel like I think Anthem is coming out next year. But yeah, man, there's a lot of games out there that's just, when you doing things, and like, look at The Last of Us 2. Like, you know, like, look at that game. People thought that was fake. Like, other developers was trying to say that the gameplay wasn't real. It don't behave or act like that. And Naughty Dog was like, you bugging. That's the game. That's how you play it. Don't get mad because you can't do what we do. That's what Game of the Year means to me. Showing a certain level of quality and a certain level of creativity that the industry has either never seen or is not used to seeing, the way it's done, like, you know, things like that. That's what I would say. Now let's go to the fifth and final question. Do a vote of equal share from the fans, executives, developers. I like that, man. Similar to how the NBA decides its all-stars. Yeah. See, like the NBA is strictly fan voted in. Strictly fan voted in. I like that. Okay. Yo, the vocalist is in the building. What's up, vocalist? Yo, so vocalist, now that you're here, you see the topic and the questions and everything like that. Share some of your thoughts on this, bro. I would love to know what you think. You would look at the game mechanics, how the gamers anchor in the world due to innovative environments, weapons, etc., genre, and the set pieces associated with it. All of that layered with polish and fan feedback taken into consideration. Got you. Yo, Work Birdie. What up? What up, Work Birdie? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So now for the final question, right? Red Dead, Spider-Man, God of War are so different. How do you judge Game of the Year with that lineup? I think this is the toughest question, y'all. So I'm gonna repeat that. Red Dead, Spider-Man, God of War are so different. How do you judge Game of the Year with that particular lineup? Red Dead, that's an open world game, third person action adventure. Spider-Man is as well. And God of War, it's not open world, but it's the third, person. But how do you rank the how do you rank that? You know what I mean? Considering that one out of the three games is very different from one another. And how? So what I would say, I really want to know what y'all think. Yo, Lane. Yo, shout out to Lane Performance, man. Salute. God bless y'all. Once again, we're broadcasting on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Mixer. Everything is HipHopGamer. So please subscribe. Hit the notification button. Share. Auto host me if you like on Twitch. Let's have fun with it. You know what I mean? I think this is a great segment. Game talk Q&A. So finally, to me, the way I would judge this, I always love to go to creativity first. So to me, if you look at God of War, let's start with God of War. God of War took the biggest risk out of all the games in terms of Spider-Man and Red Dead. God of War is completely different from any other God of War ever released. Completely different. That's one. Two, it's the best God of War, like, ever. That's the second thing. Third, like, they took away the jump button, which was so crucial to the entire franchise for all these years. They took away the ability to jump and made the entire game better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then, you know, graphically is a beast. They didn't lose their core, but they added so much to it. You have the best version of a developed AI that works with you in the game in terms of Atreus. Like, things like that you got to pay attention to. God of War has it. Story, everything. It's pretty much a perfect game. Frame rate, everything is steady. Like, pretty much a perfect game. Spider-Man, it ain't come out yet, you know. But when you look at Spider-Man, like, the open world detail in that game is next level. The fluidity, next level. The cinematic gameplay, next level. Like, when you play Spider-Man, you're gonna start thinking about games like Uncharted and God of War and stuff like that when it comes to cinematics. But because Spider-Man is an open world title with that type of cinematic, the impact is stronger. I'm telling you. Then you look at Red Dead 2. Now, just by looking at Red Dead 2, it seems like it's gonna be an epic game with an epic story. But from a gameplay standpoint, I could see them having like their own posses and having these big all-out battles. And that, to me, right there, also in conjunction with using the environment, the weapons, and how they tell the story as you play, you know, these type of things is groundbreaking. Me personally, I feel God of War is going to get it. I think they deserve it. I don't see nobody taking this award from God of War across the board. But that's how I judge Game of the Years. And I think God of War gets it. So, what are y'all thoughts? God of War was so good, no doubt, Vocalist. On this train ride to work is killing me. Oh, no doubt, Chariot. Sorry you missing the whole stream, bro. Yeah, man. I don't miss that about NYC. Okay, oh yeah. I don't know what that was referring to. All three are amazing. It has to be judged by review score average from reputable sources, sales, and social engagement. That's interesting, man. That's interesting. And by your standards, I don't see nobody beating God of War. God of War, man. I think they got it. So, all right then. So look, I really hope y'all enjoyed the show today. This has been Game Talk Q&A episode 2. Red Dead 2 and Spider-Man aims at God of War for the Game of the Year award. I believe Game of the Year is going to go to God of War, but for some crazy reason, if it don't, Spider-Man and Red Dead 2 seems to be would be the fitting other option if it's not God of War. I can live with that. If it's anything else, like, somebody might have to, like, I might have to, like, take a piece of fart and put it in the mail and mail it to California, and whoever opens it, like, they fall out and pass out because they messed up during the Game of the Year awards and pissed me off. I think that would be a reasonable punishment, to put fart, like, to like really take like a piece of mail and like fart, like eat all the turkey, chicken, and stuff, like steak, especially fish. I can eat all of that, right? And fart in the piece of mail, seal it up, and let it sit at my house for like a week, and then mail it out. And then after I mail it out, after the fart has been like bulged up for a week, whoever opens it at the Game Award building or whatever, like, you know, whatever happens to them, and I hear about it on the news or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if God of War don't get it, it has to be Spider-Man or Red Dead 2, in my opinion. You know, even though I didn't play Red Dead 2 yet, it ain't out yet, that's based off assumption. But Spider-Man, I played that. And God of War, we already know. So, yeah, they got to get it right. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say this right now. If, like, Fortnite or like, if they try to give it to Call of Duty or something, or God of War better get that award. Let's just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna leave it at that. Oh, you platinum God of War in about 3 weeks? That's crazy. Yo, yeah, vocalist death by fart. That's how it is. Because in my mind, the only train ride that matters are the trains in NYC. No doubt. Oh yeah. Jay Anderson, what up? Watch Octopath win game of the Yo, let Octopath win game of the year. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the most serious shots fired that y'all will ever see from Hip Hop Gamer. I'm telling you right now, it better not. It better not. Let Octopath come out and win it. It better not. Y'all gonna see a whole new side of the shots fired version of Hip Hop Gamer. I'm telling you right now. Right now. Let that happen. It's gonna be a problem. Yo, what's going on, Big Will? Shout out to Willie, God chosen one. What up? Bless, man. I'm doing great. Jimmy, I'm telling you right now. Word up, man. So I'm in great. Everything is good. So look, I love y'all so much. One love and God bless. I hope that my content continues to bring y'all like good insight. I hope y'all have fun with it. Hope y'all learn something from it. And I just love kicking it with y'all and talking with y'all and having this relationship and this engagement. It means everything to me. So thank you so much. One love and God bless. Let's keep growing together, having fun. Check out my other content. My new shows is going to start rolling out on Hot 97 starting in August. It's going to be big. It's going to be big, y'all. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, all right? Thank y'all so much. The one and only Hip Hop Gamer. One love and God bless. You already know what it is, baby. Be out of here. Peace.